The black taxi stole more than a passenger. The city didn't sleep, it just held its breath. Rain slicked the expressway like oil, bending the glow of street lights into ghostly trails. Somewhere between Victoria Island and the bridge, the night had thinned enough for something else to move through. At 2:37 a.m., Tolu stood alone under the toll bridge, her heels in her hand, makeup blurred by rain, scrolling through an app that refused to load. Her phone blinked red at 3% battery. She'd just left a rooftop party, laughter, champagne, flashlights, a world that felt miles away now. Behind her, the lagoon moaned against the pillars. Ahead, only the whisper of tires on distant asphalt. Then she saw it, a black taxi, older than any Uber had the right to be. No branding, no plate. Just twin headlights floating through the fog. The driver's face was half shadow, half silhouette, a dark jawline beneath the flicker of a dying street lamp. He said nothing when she waved. The back door clicked open on its own. She hesitated. Then a text pinged, her ride had arrived. The car ID matched. Same digits. Same route. Inside, the air was cool and wrong, like a church after mass, heavy with incense and old breath. The radio whispered static in the rhythm of breath. She stared out the window. But her reflection turned toward her and smiled first. The last sound her friends heard that night was a voice note, timestamped at 3:02 a.m. Almost home. The black taxi. By sunrise, her phone was still sending messages. At 3:17, 3:19, 3:24, new voice notes kept dropping into her group chat. All empty. All ending with the faint hum of tires and her voice whispering, almost home. Her friends thought it was a prank. Her mother thought she'd crashed. But Deo, her boyfriend, knew something had gone wrong. The tone in her last message had been too calm. Like she wasn't herself anymore. He called again and again. On the fourth attempt, someone answered. Static. Then a whisper that crawled under his skin. You shouldn't have entered from the left. He froze. Tolu always sat behind the driver, always on the left. Deo didn't sleep. By morning, he was on the road tracing her last route, phone in one hand, a half-empty bottle of energy drink in the other. The highway was still wet, fog drifting low like breath from unseen mouths. The rain had left everything reflective, billboards, puddles, windows, each mirror showing movement that wasn't there when he turned. At the toll gate, he bribed a security guard to pull the traffic footage. Nothing to see, the guard said. But curiosity is its own curse. The monitor showed the same frame repeating every second, 2:37 a.m., black taxi idling, door open, no passengers. The timestamp flickered but the image stayed still, as if the car existed only in that minute. When Deo leaned closer, the reflection in the glass wasn't his. It was Tolu's face, lips moving silently. He mouthed her words. They matched perfectly. Come home. The guard screamed and yanked the power cord. He swore he heard a car horn echo from somewhere below the building, though they were 4 floors up. Deo left the station trembling. The air smelled like ozone and burnt rubber. He called Tolu again. The line clicked alive, then came the hum of tires on water. "Almost home," she said softly, then paused. "He's waiting for you." The investigation. For 3 nights, Dale hunted stories. He found whispers online, old threads, ghost posts, half-deleted news reports, black taxi of Ikoyi, passenger vanishes on 3rd mainland, phone keeps messaging after death. Same hour. Same fog. Same voice notes. The next day, an old driver at a booker finally spoke up, eyes hollow, fingers trembling around a cup of hot pap. "They say that car was once a Hassa's gift," the old man murmured. "A taxi bought with blood money. Its first passengers, a mother and her son, never reached home. Now it drives those who die restless, the ones who forget to greet the road." Dale asked what that meant. The man simply pointed at his feet. "Every road is alive. Every journey is a promise. Some break it." That night, Dale returned to the bridge. The fog rose like smoke, thick, unbreathing. There it was, the black taxi, parked on the shoulder, engine humming like a heartbeat. The driver's seat was empty. The door opened slowly, a whisper of invitation. Inside, the air was dense and ancient. The dashboard clock blinked 2:37 no matter how long he stayed. On the seat lay Tolu's phone, screen cracked, still recording. He pressed play. Dozens of voices bled out, layered and echoing, male, female, young, old, whispering the same line over and over. "Almost home. Almost home. Almost home." The screen flickered and switched to the front camera. The reflection staring back wasn't Dale's. It was the driver, same suit, same posture, same eyes, but his mouth sewn shut. He looked up at the rearview mirror. The driver was sitting there now. His own face. His own breath fogging the glass. Left or right, the driver's voice echoed from nowhere and everywhere at once. He didn't answer. The door slammed. The radio dial spun wildly, skipping between stations, prayers, screams, songs, and then silence. The taxi lurched forward into the fog and vanished. By morning, the bridge was clear. Traffic officers found no car, no trace of tire marks. Only Dale's phone on the ground, still sending a 45-second voice note that ended mid-breath. Weeks later, Tolu's and Dale's numbers merged into one contact. In her friend's chat, it appeared as "almost home." New messages still arrive every few nights, sometimes at 2:37, sometimes later, always the same length. Sometimes, when they play them, they swear they hear roads in the background they recognize. Sometimes, they hear their own voices. And when it rains, the air smells faintly of incense and engine oil. People claim the black taxi appears wherever the living forget to honor the journey, near airports, bus parks, and toll bridges. Those who claim to see it say the headlights never touch the ground. Those who enter don't walk back. But every so often, a new voice note circulates online, always beginning with a familiar phrase. "Almost home." Moral: every journey matters, Respect the path you take, honor the promises you make, and beware the doors you choose to open. Some shortcuts carry more than just distance, they carry consequences you cannot undo.